Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, this is Lisa. Joe is busy at work. This week is going to be super, super hot. And we are thinking that instead of doing our regular work, and more work, we want to do some art and craft this week. We have lots and lots of art and craft supplies at home. We don't need to buy anything, but it's been a long time really since we've done any art and craft. So join us this week as we are not sure yet either what we're going to be actually making. But join us as we pick up some supplies from home and make at least, let's aim for at least five different art craft pieces that we can use at home. Please do subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and welcome to the family if you're new. If you're one of our OGs, thank you so much for continuing to be here with us. Enjoy the video. So the first project that I worked on was an art piece. I have lots of these A3 sized, really thick, nice quality paper, almost canvas quality. And what I did was to doodle some irregular shapes onto the canvas and then colored that in, the marks, with black, and then just choose different colors, and this time I chose rainbow colors to fill in the middle part of the doodled shapes. I hope you like this one. It was quite relaxing and enjoyable to do, and in the end I think it turned out beautifully, but I'd like to hear from you. What do you think? And by the way, lots of people have assigned different meanings to the rainbow. But to me, for me, when I see the rainbow in the sky, it reminds me of God's promise that He will not destroy this earth again by flood. So to me, that's what the rainbow means. I know it has different connotations in different areas of life. Different groups have different meanings for it, but it is a reminder to me and to us that God will not destroy this earth again by a flood. Also, just look at the color combinations, how they work together so well. And that tells me too that God carefully thought out things. So I'm grateful to God that He created the rainbow with these colors in this particular order. And it helps to remind us that He's a careful thinker. He thinks about things. I know sometimes we put colors together and sometimes they don't really match. They don't look good together. But I think the rainbow is a carefully thought out plan by God to make something beautiful for us to look at. Now, here's where I came across a little bit of a dilemma, because the next color in the scheme should really be purple or indigo. But of all the paints and boxes of paints that we had, I searched through and I couldn't find any except this small tube, which felt like there was hardly anything in it at all. But anyway, I decided to try to see if I could use it. Would anything come out? It had hardened, nothing at all would come out. So the next thing was to think, what two colors make purple? I could not for the life of me remember. So it goes to show, when you don't use something, you lose it. So what I had to do was to search online, believe it or not, to see what two colors I could put together to make purple. In the end, it was red and blue. And depending on the shade of purple that you want, if you want it really dark, you could add more of one color than the other. And you could also add white to lighten it if you wanted a lighter shade of purple. So I worked mixing. In the end, I wasn't too pleased with the shade that I ended up with, but I used it nonetheless. See what you think. And the finished product is coming up as well. So tell us in the comments what you think of this art piece. We're going to frame it and it's going to adorn somewhere. We don't know where yet, but somewhere. Next, we're going to be using this shower curtain. It's brand new, but we're going to use it for wall art. It's something that we have done before. In fact, if you look on the wall above the table, that piece is also a shower curtain that we have used for wall art. Now, it's very easy to do because all you need to do is to ensure that you hold the frame tightly, hold the shower curtain secure to the frame, and then staple it together. We're also going to be cutting out the different usable parts of the shower curtain, like this butterfly, and that in itself is going to be one wall art piece as well. Now, you'd be surprised to know that there are many things that you have at home that could be used for art and craft, even though they're not designed for that. So these little strips are to put over masks, and I had those for free during the pandemic, and we used them to put over the nose so that you could press to make sure that your nose was covered properly by the mask. By this point, I had removed the tape from around the edge of the frame. I had removed the little adhesive strips from the corners, and so that that pattern is left. But as I'm looking at it now, and perhaps you can see too, the butterfly itself has a little flaw, which is my fault, completely my fault. If you look, you'll see that there are some creases in, which is really the shower curtain itself that needed to be ironed. It's not a straight plastic one, so it has some other quality in it that makes it ironable, which we did do when we made the final product from the shower curtain. But it just goes to show, right here you can see it. It just goes to show, take all the little necessary steps that you can so that you have a lovely finished work that you're proud of. So in the end, I was sorry that I hadn't ironed this, because it does show that there's a crease in one part of the butterfly's wing. But never mind. Anyway, today was so hot. Well, here goes. Time now for this wall art piece that we've had up for a long, long time to have an update. Not necessarily an upgrade, just an update. So we're going to change what's on for the larger piece of the shower curtain, which features a large sunflower and some leaves. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. We appreciate all the love and support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, in the comments, tell us which of these DIY art and craft pieces was your best. My favorite was all of them. All of them. I think you did well. Thank you so much. We'll see you again next week on another video. Take care. Bye-bye. It was so hot this week. Were you hot? Watermelon to the rescue. Yes, smoothie slush ice to the rescue this week. Yeah, but you used up your time well. Yeah. Thanks. Take care. Bye, guys.